the audience.
Aren't they excited? Look at that. You're very tan.
I am.
You're very golden. You're usually much lighter than me. You're a little, you look like a little deep caramel going on.
My makeup artist did a little bronzer
A little bronzer.
Yeah.
And your voice sounds husky.
Am I husky?
Yeah, is it because you've been doing a lot of singing lately, maybe on the Grammys and breaking records?
I've been traveling a lot and talking a lot about my new fragrance, so I'm probably a little husky.
A little husky. Oh, it has nothing to do with having to say over and over again, I won 6 Grammys. I made history. How did it feel? I mean, you broke history. I mean, there's people now that are going to have to break the Beyonce record of winning that amount of Grammys in a night for women. I mean, it's amazing.
It is
insane.
Unreal. And, you know, it was so scary because the pressure of doing the live performance is already enough.
Yeah.
And they told me before I was nominated for 10 awards, and before I won the award, I already won 5. So they said if you win this one, you break all the records.
The non-televised winning ones already were 5.
I was so nervous before I walked up there. It was so many people I wanted to thank. I just wanted to run off the stage. It was just so overwhelming for me. It still makes me nervous when I think about it.
It's crazy.
It really is.
It is crazy. And what it is you've raised the bar. You know, it's all about raising the bar. So there's going to be like the little girls that are 5 years old now that have a new thing to aspire to. You know, like, wow, she did 6. Can I do 7? Probably not. They probably can't. But it's still something to aspire to. So were you more nervous for yourself or for your husband? Because he was up too.
I think, if I'm honest, for myself.
I love the honesty. Come on, give up for some honesty.
I was very, of course, extremely happy for my husband.
Yeah.
But he's so much cooler than me, so I figured he would be all right. I'm the one that's nervous all the time.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing that that you said when you accepted your award, the record-breaking award, and the whole world went, when you said, I love you to my husband, because you guys are so private, right? They're so private, which I think is the way to go when it comes to relationships in this business in order for them to survive. I'm very private about my life as well, that part of my life. But what made that come out? Because that usually doesn't come out.
It usually doesn't. And you know, it's another reason why I wanted to run off the stage. I was like, what did I just say? I had so many people. Yeah, they did.
He was like, baby,
he was shocked, like,
we're not supposed to
what
do
are
that.
we doing? What are you doing? But it was just a genuine moment. And I looked in the audience and I saw my nephew and I saw my cousin Angie and I saw him, and it's the first thing that came to my mouth, and I didn't think about it. It just came out. And after I walked off the stage, I just bawled because that's when I realized what just happened to me. And everything I've been working for my whole life all paid off that night.
That's what's beautiful about you, Beyonce, is the humility. I think it takes a very special person to step outside of yourself. And it's almost like that crying moment for you is like, it's adult Beyonce looking down at baby Beyonce, little girl Beyonce that was in the backyard going, hey, you know what I'm saying? And to see where it pays off is beautiful. What about the performances of the Grammys? It was the Lady Gaga's and then Pink doing her Cirque du Soleil and the Michael Jackson tribute. What were you thinking during all of the amazing performances?
I missed Gaga's. I could see a little glimpse of it because I was trying to hurry up and get ready for the performance because I was next. And when I came back in, I saw the end of Pink's, which looked unbelievable. She is incredible.
Yeah, Cirque du Soleil.
She's
like no joke.
She's so strong. She's a gymnast, and she's so elegant and singing all at the same time. I know how difficult that has to be. So I have so much respect for her. My favorite moment was the Michael Jackson tribute.
Have you seen yourself yet during that?
They just told me they had a shot of me.
During the tribute, there's like the camera goes to you, and it almost looked like you were praying. Like you were like spiritually connected to those kids on the stage, and also during the song. I don't know if you guys remember Beyonce, and she was like, and I was like, wow, what was going through your head? Because it almost looked like it was a spiritual outer body kind of thing for you.
I definitely felt Michael's presence, and to hear his voice, you could just imagine how it would have been if he was there. So it was really emotional for me and everyone in the crowd. And to see his children and the strength and elegance they have, it was just, I was praying, like, you can do it, you can get through this, and I just had so much admiration for those children.
Have you ever met
his
him?
Family. Yeah,
Yeah?
I've met him a few times, and I'm so happy I got to tell him on numerous occasions how much he impacted my life.
Yeah.
And I honestly I would not have been anything that, any amount of success that I had, I wouldn't have had without Michael Jackson.
him.
He's taught me so much, and my family so much. So,
Really?
I'm happy I was able to tell him
What did
while
he
he
say?
was here. He's very humble.
Yeah.
He was always very humble.
You say, with love. Did you
Yes,
see the movie,
I
This
did.
Is It?
Yes, I was in tears
I learned from him,
bawling.
too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you are the CEO of your business. I'm
Right.
the CEO of mine, and we have to tell people to do things and stuff. And he would say, can you change that light? With love.
L-O-V-E.
With love. L-O-V-E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody wants to know, did you talk to Taylor Swift backstage at all?
I
after
actually
the show?
didn't get to see Taylor
You
Swift.
didn't?
No, I didn't get to see her. It's crazy how those award shows are, because everything's going by so fast.
Yes.
And you're going backstage to get touched up, and you're back in your seat, and they're telling you have 2 minutes. But my nephew Jules gave her the biggest hug.
He did.
I heard. I was backstage. So, yeah.
And I know, I love your videos. I think, 10 years from now, your videos are going to be 20 years from now, 50, 100 years from now, I think your videos are going to be in the vault of the iconic, legendary videos. From the booty thing to it's just, it's one after the other. The most recent, probably, I'd say, blew me away, gorgeous video was the one with you and Lady Gaga, Video Phone.
Oh, thank you.
My background with modeling and imagery, it's like I'm very numb to it. And when I saw you in that video with her, I just was like blown away.
Thank you so
much.
much.
I thought it was amazing. What was it like working with Lady Gaga?
I am such a huge fan of hers, and we just filmed her video
I
2
heard.
weeks ago in Los Angeles, and it's going to be so crazy.
It is.
I don't want to give too much away because I don't want her to be upset, but it's like a part 2 of Paparazzi, and she's just so smart and she's becoming an icon in her own right.
Is. Okay, so Miss Lady, you work crazy. Like I always say, I'm one of the hardest working people in the business. I think you definitely topped me by 10. When are you going to take some time off, and what do you want to do?
I'm ready to take some time off.
Yeah?
I actually leave today, and I go to Brazil, which I've never been there.
Okay, so you're going for a vacation or work?
I'm going to work. I'm going to finish my last leg of my tour, and I'm going to be doing another video with Alicia Keys there.
Nice.
And I'm so excited to work with women.
Yeah.
And, I grew up, obviously, in Destiny's Child, and I'm a girl's girl. So to show that women that are successful can support each other and have a good time, I'm just so happy to bring that message across with Gaga and with Alicia Keys.
And then Shakira back in the day, too.
Shakira, yes.
Y'all were doing
Shakira.
that. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about this, actually, backstage before the show started, about there's a lot of stars big singers like yourself, that don't want to do another project with somebody else because they don't want to share the spotlight, they don't want to compare, and we thought that was really great of you, that you still, being so huge, still want to collaborate.
Oh, of course. I learned something from all of these ladies every time I work with them.
Yeah.
And I think we just make each other's light brighter.
Yeah, I heard Alicia held up the album to do the song with you. Is that true? That was the rumor.
I don't know.
I heard that she waited. She said, supposed to come out on this day.
I'm just happy it happened.
It happened.
And we had the time of our lives in the studio.
She's cool. I like her.
She's a very, very humble, talented woman.
Now bring in the vessel. Give me the vessel. This is Beyonce's new fragrance. It is called Beyonce Heat. And I feel the fire in my hands. Tell me, what made you want to do a fragrance? This is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much. I've done a couple of collaborations, and I've been the muse, but this is my first fragrance.